our 31-day challenge, Spring into Spring. First day of the second week, day 8. I'm so glad that you're here. Today we've got the most amazing, short, lovely flow for opening the shoulders. So for all of us, whatever profession you're in, whether you're sitting on the sofa or you're sitting in front of a desk, invariably we really curl around our upper back and these shoulders just drop. So this is going to be a really beautiful opening practice to open up the shoulders, help with the posture, and hopefully make you feel energized for the day ahead. So grab some water, get into something comfy, and I will meet you on that. So we're going to meet in child's pose to begin with. So I want you to bring your knees at the width of your mat and bring your big toe mounds together. And then very gently, we're just going to walk our hands down the mat, allowing the torso and the ribs to slowly melt down to the mat. Bring your forehead to the mat, close your eyes, and just slowly become aware of how your body is feeling, just in this present moment. No judgment. Just see if you're holding tension somewhere, maybe in your hips or your shoulders. Maybe your breath is hitched. So just become aware of the different feelings you're experiencing. So just in this quiet, lovely opening pose. If you'd like to set an intention for today, for your practice, that you can take with you for the rest of the day, then you can set it now. Begin to slowly breathe a little deeper, feeling that ripple of breath coming up your spine, opening up the ribs. And on the exhale, feeling that heart space just drop a little deeper to the mat. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. Really becoming aware of how important the breath is, and letting go of tension and lengthening those muscles and surrendering those muscles, allowing them to get a little bit longer with every breath. So now I'm going to ask you to come up onto the fingertips of your hands. So just lift the palms and the heels of the hands off the mat. And then slowly spread your ribs, your back ribs as wide as you can, and try and pull those armpits down into the mat. See how that feels. You might want to extend those fingers a little further away from the body. Really feel a fanning happening, opening those ribs up here. And then slowly begin to walk our hands, lift our head off the mat, coming into seated onto our heels, and then we're going to bring our hands behind our back and interlace the fingers and bring those palms of the hands towards each other. So really try and see the benefit of keeping the heels of the hands together, because the opening of the chest becomes a little more open here. So just be aware not to too much crank into the neck here. Keep the neck nice and long. Pull those knuckles down to the floor behind you and feeling that lovely chest opening here. So from here we're going to hinge from the hips, drop our heart space down to the mat really slowly, using your core. Slowly, slowly, slowly finger into your hip flexors. Bring your forehead to the mat and then pull those knuckles away from the body, feeling that lovely shoulder opening here. Try and see if you can reach those hands away from the body as much as you can. Very nice. Keep that breath nice and long. Inhale. Exhale, feel that chest just drop a little further into the mat. And then slowly release your fingers here. Bring your hands up towards your head. And then slowly push yourself up into the seated position. And then come up onto your hands and knees. So from here, I'm going to ask you just to walk your hands down towards the front of the mat, making sure that your hips are still stacked over your knees here. So making sure you've got that lovely long line from your hip bones down to your kneecaps. And then slowly we're just going to allow the chest to fall down to the mat. Again, dropping the forehead, coming into puppy pose here. If you feel like you want to drop your forearms, then you can do. And for a deeper stretch here, for those of you who feel that your flexibility in your upper spine can handle it, you can look slowly towards the front of the mat and bring your chin to the mat here. Feeling that really deep opening across your shoulders. Breathing really deeply here, and allowing the exhale to really help those shoulders open. 2 more breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Feel that chest slowly sinking down towards the mat. Inhale, laterally breathe through the back of the ribs here. Feel them fanning open, and exhale. Allowing everything to drop. Lift your head, come up, bring yourself back into that tabletop position, and then slowly curl the toes under and begin to lift those hips up into the pyramid shape, downward dog. Taking it really slowly here, coming up onto the toes, dropping the head, looking between the legs, and then slowly drop those heels. Maybe one at a time if that feels nice. Really lengthening through those legs. So let's take a nice big inhale here. In through the nose. Exhale, side tact. Feel those heels dropping down. Inhale. Exhale, side tact. Inhale, take your right foot and step it up between your hands. Drop the back knee. Just find your position here, making sure that you're evenly balanced on the mat. And then take an inhale and rise those hands up towards the sky, really pulling those fingertips as much as you can up towards the sky. Feel them stretch through your waist here. And then exhale, we're going to open our arms into cactus, but this time we're going to turn the palms around and make sure that the pinky fingers are facing towards the back of the mat. So you get a really lovely opening in the shoulders, but a really nice stretch in the triceps here. So inhale, reach for the sky. Exhale, cactus your arms, pinky fingers into the center line. Inhale, last time. Fingers reaching as tall as you can. Exhale, cactus arms. Inhale, bring your hands either side of that front foot. Exhale, turn the toes, lift the knee, and step it back into your plank position. 1 breath. Inhale. Exhale, shoot those hips up towards the sky for your downward dog. Inhale, come up onto your toes. Exhale, drop your heels. Inhale, left leg steps up between the mat. Drop the back knee and tuck the toes. Just balance yourself in this position before you take an inhale and raise those arms up towards the sky. Really reaching with those fingers before you exhale, cactus arms, bringing your palms back to face the back of the mat. Inhale, fingers reach towards the sky. Exhale, drop low and come into that beautiful cactus arms. Last time, inhale, reach for the sky. Exhale, open into cactus. Inhale, frame the foot. Exhale, curl the toes, lift the knee, step it into your plank. 1 breath, inhale through the crown of the head here, and exhale,
shoot those hips up towards the sky into your beautiful downward dog. So from here we're going to really strengthen the shoulders by doing 5 flows from plank to downward dog. So I want you to take a nice inhale, exhale, come through into your plank. Curl shoulders away from each other. Inhale, downward dog, drop your heels. Exhale, plank position. Inhale, downward dog. Exhale, plank position. Really feel the benefit. Keep going here. The benefit of coming up onto your toes and then really putting your heels down. Finding this really lovely motion going on. It should be really fluid. Really strengthening these shoulders now. One more time, come up onto the toes, bring yourself into plank. Spread those shoulder blades apart from each other here. And then slowly come up into your downward dog. Drop your knees to the floor here and come up into a tabletop position. From here you're going to take your right hand and reach it all the way up to the sky. Nice T position with those arms. And then slowly you're going to dive it under that left arm, coming in to thread the needle. Drop the head to the mat. Really reach those right fingers away from you as much as you can so you feel this lovely stretch across the shoulder. Now you're going to reach those left fingers up towards the top of the mat. Open up here, so really look under the armpit. Feel that lovely stretch for the shoulder. And then we're going to windmill this left arm up towards the sky. If that feels comfortable, if it doesn't, just leave it where it is. And then there's a third option. If you want to take the bind here, you can flip your palm and put the back of the hand onto the back of the back, or you can just bring your fingers in towards that thigh. See if you can reach around and touch the thigh. Really open here, so putting that left shoulder back really increases the opening of the shoulder, and you're probably finding that gorgeous stretch around the right shoulder as well here. So take a nice inhale, reach those fingers back up to the sky. Really feel, the more you pull up through those fingers, the more open you get through your chest. Exhale, bring that left hand back down to the mat in front of your face. Push up, and then slowly come back up into your tabletop position. So left side now. Inhale, left hand rises, coming up into that beautiful T with your arms, and then exhale, dive it under. Reach those left fingers away as much as you can, feeling that lovely stretch happening around the left shoulder now. Inhale, reach up with the right fingers, really pull up through those fingers. Exhale, just find that moment of release here. So allow the exhale to really lengthen through these muscles. Allow the body just to relax here. Really nice. If you want to, take the bind, flip the hand, see if you can grab those fingers around the left thigh, opening up the chest here. The more you pull the shoulder back, the more opening you get. Really nice. Take a nice inhale here. Reach those fingers up towards the sky. Exhale, bring them back down to the mat, and slowly reach it back up into your tabletop position. Have a little rock here from side to side. Should feel really nice. And then slowly we're going to bring our hands down towards the front of the mat. We're going to dip our hips in line with our shoulders, making sure when we come down here, you're going to pull your elbows into your side body. So you're not splaying your arms out. Really focus on pulling the elbows, into your side body. So take an inhale through the crown of the head, exhale, slowly bend those elbows, dipping that pubic bone down to the mat, and slowly rocking all the front of your torso all the way down to the mat, bringing your forehead to the mat here. Inhale, bring it back up to a little baby cobra, pulling your shoulders away from the ears, dipping the chin.
Exhale, bring it back down. Inhale, come up again. Let's come up a little further this time. Important, bringing those elbows into the side body, really using those triceps here. Exhale, bring it back down. One more time. Inhale, push up through the hands. Really squeeze the buttocks here. And exhale it down.
Now you're going to take your left hand out into a T shape, keeping your right hand underneath your right shoulder. You're going to take your right feet off the mat, right foot off the mat, and slowly you're going to push through the right hand and roll over onto the left side of your body. So coming into this lovely shape, you've got options here, so you can either keep your legs stacked on top of each other, or if you want to have a nice hip opener, you can bring the top leg and put the toes or the sole of the foot, of the top foot back onto the floor behind that straight leg. So from here, we're going to inhale those hands up towards the sky. If that feels too much, then you just bring your hand back down here and really feel the benefit of the opening through the shoulder here. So really nice wherever you are in this pose. Now we're going to reach around to the outside of this bent leg. Reach around to the back of the foot and then open. So really push that foot, the back of the foot, into the hand. Opening up the chest, opening up that quadricep, feeling a really lovely deep stretch down the back of that thigh. Opening the chest, squeezing the shoulder blades back towards each other. Imagine you've got a pencil between your shoulder blades and you're trying to keep it there. Squeezing them back, really forcing those shoulders. Really nice. Slowly release the foot. Allow it to either come down by the back of the front leg, or you can stack it on top of each other. And then slowly bring this hand back down to the mat, rolling onto your tummy, and we're going to swap over to the other side. So extend your right hand, left hand onto the armpit, reach the left foot off the mat and come up into this lovely stacked position with your hips, your knees, your ankles on top of each other. Really feel that lovely opening in the right shoulder. And then you've got options, as I said. You can either have your feet together, or you can step the top leg over the bottom leg and bring those toes towards the mat. Here, if you've got really, really tight hips, you might find it too much. So just listen to your body and see what your body feels like. If it's too much, you can just maybe through the month practice this and see if you've got any more opening in the hips. Just practicing a little bit of hip opening here. Inhale, reach those hands up towards the sky and really feel like those shoulder blades are being really squeezed back towards each other here. And then slowly you're going to take the outside of the left foot with the hand and push into the hand. Really feel that opening across the front of the chest here. Continue to squeeze those shoulder blades back towards each other, finding that lovely stretch down the front of the quadricep on the left leg now. Breathing slowly. Take one more breath here and then release the foot. Bring the arms back up to the sky and then slowly drop that hand and come back into lying flat on the mat. Bring your right hand back in. So from here we're just going to push back up into Cobra. Inhale, spread your fingers wide. Really pull your shoulders away from your ears here so you really feel them being dragged down your back. And then exhale, curl the toes under, bend the knees and step it back into your extended child's pose where we began. Reaching through those fingers, finding that fanning of the ribs on your inhale and on your exhale, allowing the chest to fall down to the thighs. Last exercise, so breaststroke your arms around towards the back of your back. Interlace your fingers, bring your palms together and squeeze those open shoulders back towards each other, opening the chest, finding a little bit more space there. Breathing deeply. And then very slowly allow your hands just to come either side of your body, having your palms up towards the skies, and then just feeling those shoulders sink away from each other. Feeling the weight down through that middle eye, space between your eyebrows. Coming back into this beautiful cocooned, nesting, gentle pose. Taking 2 deep grounding breaths here. Becoming aware of how your body feels now in comparison to when you first started your practice. Feeling grateful for everything the body does for you on a daily basis. And then slowly lifting yourself up into this seated position, stacking your vertebra, bringing your hands into prayer position, just dipping your head and being conscious of how you feel energized. As always, I'm really grateful for you coming today to join me. Love practicing with you. If you like the video, give us a thumbs up or even subscribe. We'd love to have you part of our community, and I will hopefully see you tomorrow for day 9. But until then, have a gorgeous day ahead of you. Namaste.